So have you ever asked yourself, how did I get here? What am I doing in this relationship? I've gotten so far away from where I need to be, maybe even doing things that you know you're not supposed to be doing or you never thought you would be doing. You ever ask yourself that? If so, walk with me for a little bit. Let's talk about it and look at some of the reasons why we do that. If this is your first time here, I'm Mari. Welcome, welcome. Here I get to the root of why we choose toxic people and relationships. Excuse me, because I always say we can look at that other person all day long, but we need to look at why we chose that situation, that person, because only then can we get the lesson and, more importantly, healing. So let's start with number one. How is it that we can get led away? We're doing what we need to do, and then all of a sudden we meet this person. Oh my gosh, he's fine. Or for the brothers, she's beautiful. Oh wow. So let's take a look at that. Because the word tells us that charm can be deceptive. Beauty can be deceptive. So we look at the outer, but have you ever looked at someone and they may look nice on the outside, but as soon as they open their mouth, as soon as they open their mouth, you're like, no. So that is one way we can get distracted by the way that they look, but we cannot be deceived. Please hear me. They may look a certain way on the outside, but real talk, inside, there's no substance. There's no substance. And it could make you sick. You ever, there's a food that you like and you say, wow, that looks good. I love to eat steak or whatever it is. Seafood is one. But just does a number on my stomach. It makes me sick. So everything that looks good is not good for you. Number two, what's the second reason we can be led away and distracted from our purpose, our assignment? Number two is we can be led away by some of the things that we're doing, that we're allowing. Because again, I could easily say, oh, well, things that they made us do, or no, nobody makes us do anything, or they got me to do that. I wasn't like that before I met them. No, real talk. We all have free will. So now, as a believer, again, I'm talking from a believer standpoint, but also if you're not a believer, again, let me throw that in there really quick. The best relationship you'll have in the world is a relationship with the Lord. But today we're talking about relationships and how we can be led away. We said the first one was looks. The second one is things that we do outside of the will of God. Outside of the will of God. In other words, now we've met this brother. Oh, he's fine, and he wants to meet and he wants to lay hands. He doesn't want to, well, he wants to do things that, again, you don't want to do. And, again, here we're all about accountability. I'm not saying it's his fault, but we choose that. We allow that into our spirit to where we're like, oh yeah, that sounds good. So if I'm on a diet, I like to say, if I'm on a diet and you come around with something that I like, you're really not helping me, because that's a temptation. Someone who knows you're trying to lose weight will not bring that around you. They'll be mindful of it. Well, the same thing, a man who knows that you're trying to stay pure before the Lord will not cause you to stumble, and that's in the word. Also for the brothers, same deal. She may look beautiful. She may, because I've heard men say, oh, wow, she's beautiful. They don't even know her. And my friend Kelly likes to say the name is optional. They don't care, but yet they fall for that, for the looks. And then they find out, wow, there's no God in her. And again, for those of you who are not believers, you can still relate to this, because it's like they may be some kind of cray-cray, like they say, but you went by this. You went by looks. You didn't take the time to get to know the person. So again, now you're distracted and led away. Number three, Number 3, and yes, I have to look at my notes. I forgot for a minute. Number 3 is, excuse me, is change. We think we're led away because we embark on this mission project to change them or attempt to change them. We think, and I've talked about this many times, but I think it bears repeating, especially for my ladies, because I'm not saying that men don't deal with this, but men, please let me know in the comments. But I see mainly women encounter, or rather, excuse me, embark on this mission to change him. And, I know of someone that has been married for about 40 some years, and I heard her say, well, yeah, I'm believing God, that, excuse me, that he'll come over to, he'll get to know, I was going to say come over to the other side, but what I mean is that he'll get to know the Lord. Don't hold your breath. You'll be blue on the floor. The Lord can do it, but we have to submit. We all have free will. Now, if you're in a marriage, I'm not saying you should leave that marriage. Yeah, of course you're going to believe God. But if you're single, please hear me. Do not get into a relationship with someone who's not a believer, because again, well, that would be a whole nother video. I'll talk about that on tomorrow, why that would just be wrong on so many levels. If you did that, it can affect your children, how you raise your children, how you worship together, and again, things that person is going to want to do that you're like, excuse me, I'm fighting something here, something that you, obviously the Lord has said this is wrong, but the other person's like, I have no conviction. I don't feel that that's wrong. So you're going to come across that, but you think you can change them. You think, oh, yeah. So again, these 3 things can lead you astray and distract you. Number 1, their looks. Please don't be deceived by that. Number 2, we said by things that they want to do. Things that they want to do can distract you, because now you're all into their stuff. And maybe the Lord called you to do something over here, but now they're like, oh no, let's go party, or let's go, do something over here, and you're distracted. And number 3, again, you're distracted because you've made them a project. You've made them a project, something that you need to change because, hey, let me wait a little longer. Again, this is more so with the women. I don't think the men are in the barbershop saying, yeah, brother, I'm trying to get her to change. We got a couple kids. She won't, she just ain't. No, it's more so the women. We hold our breath. We wait. But again, brothers, if I'm wrong, let me know. But those are 3 reasons. There are many more reasons. But tomorrow I'll tap into why it's just not a good idea, and how this can manifest itself, or show up rather, same thing, right, in a marriage or a relationship, and how it can just be just disastrous to our purpose and our mission, our assignment. It can just really deter us. But let me know what you think. If you got value out of this, if this helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. My prayer, as I always say, is to impact someone, to show them that we choose, because we give our power away when we blame it all on the other person, because we choose. We have free will, and it's not just for the women. It's not just for it's for women and men rather. I'm not just, as I always say, I'm not coming against the brothers, but I see it more so with the women. And if you're having a challenge, a struggle, if you're struggling rather with a toxic relationship and you don't know how to get out of it, I talked about this in my last video. I'm starting a new coaching program. I'm truly excited about that. I'll put the link below where you can register. It'll be starting up soon. But I'm trying to get a certain number of people, so the link will be below. Also, I'm putting the link below for my book, Broken Bird Syndrome. If you're struggling with a toxic relationship and you just need to know how to break free, either one, you can get the book, or you can sign up for the course, or just keep watching me on here. I welcome you. I'll keep sharing what the Lord showed me, and that share those nuggets with you, so that we can all learn and grow and heal and choose healthy relationships. But this is Mari. Let me know what you think. Until tomorrow, God bless.